The saloon light flickered low, throwing shadows across the rough wooden walls as she stood near the doorway, fingers twisting in her skirt. The cowboy leaned against the bar, hat tipped just enough to hide his eyes, but not the smile that curved slowly across his mouth. When she met his gaze, something tightened in her chest. She bit her lip without thinking, a nervous habit she'd never quite broken. The room felt too small, too warm, as if the air itself had shifted. He straightened, boots heavy on the floor as he crossed the distance between them. Every step felt deliberate, unhurried, like he already knew how this would end. He stopped close enough that she could smell leather and smoke, and tilted her chin up with one finger. He didn't touch her again. He didn't need to. His smile promised everything his silence didn't say, and it made her heart pound harder than any reckless kiss ever could. Later, the wind howled outside the cabin, rattling the windows as firelight danced across the walls. She stood by the hearth, warmth brushing her skin while uncertainty fluttered inside her chest. The cowboy closed the door behind them, shutting out the world with a final, solid thud. He removed his hat and set it aside, eyes steady on her like he was studying a landscape he intended to protect, or conquer. She swallowed and bit her lip again. This time, he noticed. His smile deepened, slower, knowing. "Careful," he murmured, voice low and calm. "That look makes promises you don't realize you're making." Her breath caught. She felt seen in a way that made her want to run and stay all at once.
We can't keep doing this.
He took one step
too
closer,
dangerous.
then stopped, giving her space while taking away all doubt. She turned away first, needing a moment to breathe, to gather herself before courage slipped through her fingers. The crackle of the fire filled the silence, loud and intimate. When she faced him again, her resolve surprised even her. She loosened her grip on her coat, letting it slide from her shoulders, not in haste but with intention. He didn't move. He didn't rush her. His smile softened, something fierce beneath it settling into quiet certainty. "That's it," he said gently. "Desire isn't something I take. It's something you step into." Her pulse thundered as she realized the power in that truth. She wasn't being pulled forward, she was choosing to cross the distance. The air between them felt electric, charged with everything unsaid, everything waiting. When she finally closed the space between them, the world seemed to narrow to the sound of their breathing and the warmth of shared stillness. His hand hovered at her waist, asking without words. She nodded, barely perceptible, and that was all he needed. His touch was steady, grounding, as if he meant to anchor her rather than overwhelm her. She didn't bite her lip this time. She smiled, slow, certain, unafraid. Outside, the storm raged on, but inside the cabin, time slowed, stretching the moment into something unforgettable. He leaned close, voice a whisper meant only for her. "I told you," he said, that same smile returning. "You'd feel desire." And she did, not as a rush, but as a deep, steady fire she knew would never quite go out.